Good morning, and welcome to this morning's intention. Going to continue to stay in our hearts as we have all week. Today, we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to hold on to the sensation of creation within us. We're creating this reality together. And so we're going to try, as we go out throughout the day, to, at the end of this intention, you're going to feel like you're in a certain state. And I want you to try a few times today, encourage you to take a single conscious breath of intention, bring it all back, the state of being that you'll feel at the end of the intention, including all the things you visualize and you feel from building the reality of your choosing. Try to do it 3 or 4 times today. And then I want you to just check in before you go to sleep tonight and see what kind of differences you saw and felt in your day, how you experienced it maybe a little bit differently. And just little inklings, little indications to prove to you, your rational, logical mind, that you can make a significant difference. And just chip away at our disbelief in our own power, which is what we're after. Okay, today, and we're also going to speak our truth today. And today is the indigo blue chakra, the throat chakra. And so we're also going to keep that open today and allow truth to flow from that area. Okay, so we need a place to sit or lie down for about half an hour. Close your eyes where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes, and we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Get our parasympathetic system working, the vagus nerve, so that we can fall into a state of being, a state of relaxation where we can journey inwards. So go ahead and breathe in. And this time, when you exhale, I want you to feel like everything, all your cares and worries are dissolving and floating away. And they're just leaving. You don't need them for the next half hour. You can let them go. And for the next breath, fill your belly up full. It's really important. Extend your belly out with the breath. When you exhale this time, see if you can feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, you could use your imagination to help and visualize breathing light directly into your heart and exhaling light directly from your heart. Working with our body's energy fields to create the torus field. Good. And now we're going to really focus on the physical body for a moment. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our body is our complete partner in all things in this life and really wants to do what we ask of it. But sometimes you simply need to connect and ask. So feel your energy. Now I want you to feel your energy flowing out through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet, Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And now we move on to the ankles and the shins and the calves and the knees. And we feel everything let go and relax. Every part of our body that we're focusing on right now just starts to realign into its natural, perfect balance, the original blueprint. Any inflammation that's in the body dissipates. We move up to our upper legs, and our hips, our buttocks, and our pelvic area. And we feel everything release, loosen. And we move up to our inner organs and rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. And our shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. Then we move up to the skin of our scalp. Sometimes that is a hidey hole for tension. I want you to just release any tension that's there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then we move on to the jaw and we allow it to unhinge at this time. Open up and receive the breath of life. And then all of our facial muscles just melt into the most perfect relaxation. And as we focus on our eyelids, we see if we can't get them to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the incredibly complex, hard work they do on our behalf at all times. And as we thank them, we're going to invite them to have a seat on the couch right now and just chillax for a bit. We're going to let the heart steer the bus for this session. And so the mind can just take a little bit more of a back seat for a little while. Take a break. We want our mind to stick around and be part of our council. But just take a break. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts to deal with. Sometimes they're coming so fast, they can feel really overwhelming. So we're going to ask for the help of the elements to help us deal with our thoughts today so we can slow them down and find a place of peace and let them pass by. So let's use the element of fire first of all. You can think of fire as the sun if you like. And fire is a beautiful element because it burns up and purifies anything, allowing it to be reborn. And then we move to the element of water. Water is excellent element to help us with thoughts because it naturally retains memory. And so we can allow to let go of anything we're holding on to in terms of memory or patterns to the water, entrusted into its care. Allow it to cleanse and replenish us. And then we move to the element of air and we allow the wind to blow through, removing any final pieces of negativity or anxiety, and allow it to bring in support for the truth which is beautiful today, working with our throat chakra. Only allowing the truth to remain. And then finally, we'll use the element of earth. Use gravity in conjunction with the metallic elements within the earth to suck down and hold to the earth, cradled in her bosom, in her ability to transform any negative or heavy thoughts that are plaguing us. And as she does, she will transform, and these thoughts will eventually become the seeds for something new. So anytime our thoughts take us away on a wild ride on some tangent somewhere, as soon as you realize it, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment, your breath, what we're doing. It's simply a practice of gently bringing yourself back. Sometimes we get carried away. Just as soon as you realize it, bring yourself back. That's all there is to it. And eventually we're able to stay in that peace, in that stillness for longer periods of time. Okay, now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity, because that's where our heart resides. So let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to do this. And I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So I'd like you to feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy as you're gliding down the staircase, feeling very light. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice, is there anything in front of your heart? Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all do this, have these measures to protect ourselves. What I'd like you to realize is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP, backstage pass to it at all times. It's your heart. So I want you to go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates blowing open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open just a bit, and brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe, so secure, and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. And so let's have a little bit of a shift of perception right now from the physical body that we're always used to our energetic or light body. So I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're floating there, kind of existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. Everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. So I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? Then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that light flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this, and you don't need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. It's quite common. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one consciousness, one light. All the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, a place of miracles, and a place where incredible capacity to create is available. And that's what we're going to take advantage of right now. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of this intention, because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead and envision right now the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like for you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your mental body is full of clarity, your emotional body is balanced, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality for yourself right now. I'm feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are coursing through my entire being, my DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, everything realigning into our natural, perfect state of balance. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness on their faces the expressions of relief and wonderment as well. And then extend it out to your community and then to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. Just a matter of focusing our energy and intent and projecting it out that way. Don't forget, everything is energy. This is within our power. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode right now. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts so that maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we also each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And it's okay if you don't know what your purpose is right now. That's fine. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And then we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We've learned how to live in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. You see this, picture this as already being done. It has already happened. So say we all. Experience this as already having happened. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's focus on celebrating this beautiful life together in song, in music, dancing, laughter, in playing. In celebration. I'm feeling all relationships healing. Love is being transmitted and received. Rejoicing. I'm walking down the street in my reality. I'm seeing the smiles on strangers' faces, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's incredibly beautiful. I feel a lightness of being as I'm walking. Let's intend something else while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one, at least that everybody is feeling connected. Something miraculous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, it all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief, what freedom. Even the systems that govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere above us, transforming into the higher vibrational resonances that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. Sensing all connections cleansing and clearing, opening up, communication flowing. It's such a wonderful atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your incredible reality, whether you're out frolicking in a nice cool lake or ocean on a hot summer's day, or you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out with a friend in the woods, bombing down a mountain on your mountain bikes, the cool breeze against your cheek, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to just stop in your shoes and look at all the beauty around you, all the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and drink it in. Receive it. Feel the unconditional love energy that is surrounding and supporting you at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you're creating. Now let's just connect with a bit of gratitude before we end. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wonderful life. Thank you, vulnerability. And thank you for all the lessons I've been taught. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want you to take your whole reality that you've just created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life. Soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. I'm going to take a large breath in, inhale, and we're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that intention energy with the world. Here we go. And release it. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with love and light and healing and energy. Good job. And now we're going to wiggle our fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And now just take stock of how you're feeling. Are you relaxed, calm, at peace? Did you find some knowledge that was downloaded to you? You have some healing? Do you feel powerful? All of these things, whatever your state of being, know that you can come back to this state of being at any time of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do the longer practice, so that we get good at the whole thing. And then we can just bring it back with a single conscious breath at any time, as many times as we want during the day. And then we create our reality around us in this state because we are this powerful. It's hard to accept, but we start to get the reality of that, the trueness of that, the truth of that. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, we are exponentially powerful by magnitudes when we do this. So thank you for joining me in these intentions to create the world of our choosing. Eventually we won't even have to work at it. It'll be effortless. We'll just become natural walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that is more in tune with who we truly are anyways. So thank you for joining me in this. Go forwards and have a most excellent day ahead of you. It's like beautiful weather out there. And we'll see you again tomorrow for the next intention.